Cruising is amazing. Endless food, ocean views, and that stress-free vacation vibe. But what if I told you there are secret cruise hacks that could save you money, time, and even keep you out of trouble? These are the insider tricks that cruise lines don't advertise, but every seasoned cruiser wishes they knew sooner. Today, I'm breaking down 12 of the best secret cruise ship hacks that can seriously upgrade your experience. And trust me, you're gonna want to stick around for number 1 because it's something almost no one thinks about, but can completely change your cruise. All right, let's jump in. Number 12. Free upgrades aren't what you think. Everyone dreams of getting a free upgrade to a fancy suite, right? Once upon a time, that was possible. But these days, cruise lines have gotten way smarter about squeezing every dollar out of passengers. Instead of giving out complimentary upgrades, they now use bid-based systems like Royal Caribbean's Royal Up or Norwegian's Upgrade Advantage, where you can place a bid to move to a better room. Sounds great, until you realize many people are bidding, and you might end up overpaying for an upgrade that wasn't even necessary. So, here's the hack. Instead of bidding blindly, check the cruise line's website or call to see if prices drop after final payment deadlines. Sometimes, you can just buy the upgrade outright for less than what most people bid. No guessing game needed. Oh, and here's another trick. If your ship isn't full, you might be able to negotiate a better cabin once on board at the guest services desk. It doesn't always work, but when it does, you could snag a bigger room for cheap. Number 11. The secret drink hack that still works. Let's be real, cruise drinks are expensive. And while sneaking booze on board used to be easy, cruise lines are cracking down hard with strict bag checks and even confiscating suspicious bottles. But don't worry, there's still a way to save. Most cruise lines allow you to bring on 2 bottles of wine per cabin, which is already a great way to skip overpriced drinks. But the real hack? Bring your own wine bottle opener. Some cruise lines charge a ridiculous corkage fee if you ask them to open it for you at dinner. But if you bring your own, you can pour your drinks in your cabin and enjoy for free. And here's another sneaky trick. If you don't want to pay for a drink package, always ask for the drink of the day. It's usually cheaper than the regular menu drinks and still gives you that cocktail-in-hand vacation vibe. Number 10. The room service trick that saves you money. Most people don't realize this, but cruise ships charge for room service on some orders, but not all of them. Here's the hack. Instead of paying $5 to $10 per item for room service, look at the menu closely. Some items are still free, like continental breakfast, coffee, and light snacks. So, if you want a lazy morning on your balcony, you can order free breakfast instead of heading to the crowded buffet. Even better? Use the room service trick for midnight cravings. Some cruise lines still offer complimentary late-night snacks, so instead of paying for a fancy meal, grab a free grilled cheese or cookies and milk before bed. Number 9. Skip the crowds with this sneaky pool trick. Cruise ship pools get insanely packed, especially on sea days. If you don't wake up at sunrise to claim a chair, you'll probably end up fighting for a spot in the afternoon. But here's the trick seasoned cruisers know. Instead of heading to the main pool, find the lesser-known pools and hot tubs. Many ships have hidden pool decks on higher levels or adults-only areas that are way quieter. And if you really want to have the pool to yourself, go during port days. While everyone else is off exploring, you can enjoy an empty ship, no lines for the water slides, and peaceful sunbathing without the crowd. Number 8. Bring magnetic hooks, you'll thank me later. Here's something most first-time cruisers never think about, but once you try it, you'll never go back. Cruise ship cabins lack storage space. There are no extra shelves, barely any drawers, and everything ends up stuffed into tiny closets. But here's the secret. The walls and ceilings of cruise cabins are made of metal. If you bring a few strong magnetic hooks, suddenly you have tons of extra hanging space. You can use them to hang lanyards and key cards so you'll never lose them. Hats, towels, or wet swimsuits so they dry faster. Backpacks or shopping bags, so they're not taking up floor space. They take up no space in your luggage, cost just a few bucks, and make a huge difference in keeping your room organized. Number 7. Book specialty restaurants for lunch, not dinner. You know those fancy steakhouse dinners on cruise ships that cost $50 to $100 per person? Well, here's a little-known hack. Many specialty restaurants offer a lunch menu that's way cheaper, but still includes their best dishes. For example, on some ships, you can get the same filet mignon at lunch for half the price. Sushi restaurants have discounted lunch platters. Italian restaurants serve pasta dishes that cost way less during the day. You get the same incredible food, but without the crazy dinner prices. Number 6. Skip the elevators and use this trick instead. Cruise ship elevators can be a nightmare, especially after dinner or when everyone's trying to get off the ship at a port. Here's a pro trick. Instead of waiting forever for an elevator going in the direction you want, step into the first empty elevator, even if it's going the opposite way. For example, if you need to go up but all the upbound elevators are full, take an empty elevator going down, then ride it back up when it stops at the bottom. It sounds weird, but it works almost every time, and you'll get where you're going way faster. Number 5. The disembarkation loophole. Want to be the first off the ship and avoid those ridiculously long lines? Here's the trick. Choose self-assist disembarkation. Instead of waiting for your luggage to be offloaded, you carry your own bags off the ship and skip the long wait. It's faster, easier, and means you can start your day sooner. Number 4. Don't pay for bottled water and do this instead. Bottled water on cruise ships is insanely overpriced. I'm talking $4 to $5 per bottle, which adds up fast if you're staying hydrated, which you should be. But here's the hack. You don't actually have to pay for it. Instead of dropping cash on bottled water, bring a refillable water bottle. Some ships have filtered water stations, usually near the buffet or gym, where you can fill up for free. If your ship doesn't have one, bars will usually give you free water if you ask politely. Another trick? If you prefer cold water, fill your bottle with ice from the buffet before heading to bed. By morning, you'll have refreshing, ice-cold water ready to go. Number 3. Avoid motion sickness before it starts. Seasickness can ruin your trip, and by the time you feel it, it's usually too late to fix it quickly. But here's how to stop it before it starts. First, choose your cabin wisely. The best location to minimize movement is midship and on a lower deck. If you book a room at the very front or back, you'll feel way more rocking, especially if the water is rough. Second, bring motion sickness remedies. Dramamine, Bonine, or motion sickness patches work wonders, but you need to take them before you start feeling sick. Sea-bands are another great option. They use pressure points to help reduce nausea without any medication. Finally, fresh air and ginger help a lot. If you feel a little off, step onto your balcony or an open deck and look at the horizon. It helps reorient your balance and can stop nausea fast. Number 2. Get free onboard credit without spending extra. Cruise lines love to upsell, but did you know you can get free onboard credit just for booking through the right place? Some travel agents and websites offer bonus onboard credit (OBC) as an incentive for booking through them. That means free money to spend on drinks, excursions, or spa treatments, without doing anything extra. Here's how to get it. Look for travel agencies that offer onboard credit bonuses. Websites like Costco Travel, Expedia, or specialty cruise agencies often have OBC promotions. Check if your cruise line has a next cruise offer. If you book your next cruise while still on board, they'll often give you free OBC on your next trip. If you have a cruise line credit card, use it. Some cruise lines offer extra perks and OBC if you book using their branded card. It's literally free spending money, and most people don't take advantage of it. Before I share the last, and in my opinion, best hack of the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel so much, and I've got even crazier cruise secrets coming up soon that you don't want to miss. Alright, now let's talk about one of the biggest game-changing cruise hacks that almost no one thinks about. Number 1. The most overlooked cruise hack. Alright, this is the biggest secret and almost no one talks about it. Cruise ship air conditioning can ruin your vacation. Sounds weird, right? But here's the deal. Cruise cabins have some of the driest air you'll ever experience, and if you're not prepared, you could end up with a sore throat, dry skin, and even a nasty cold just from the air in your room. So, what's the hack? Bring a small portable humidifier or saline spray to keep the air comfortable in your cabin. Even just placing a cup of water near the vent can help prevent you from feeling sick by the 3rd day. Beware of a new cruise scam that's targeting cruise passengers right now. In this video on the end screen, I break down the details of this sneaky scam that's fooling travelers and share tips on how to protect yourself. Whether you're a seasoned cruiser or planning your first trip, you need to know about this scam before it's too late.